Hey guys, Happy New Year and welcome to Access 2026. It should be a fun new year. We're looking forward to some fresh ideas that we get to implement starting next week. But before I go into that, I wanted to go over some reminders before our first day of classes or activities. Number one, please read through the Code of Conduct and make sure both parents and students understand the policies. If you need any clarification, if you have any questions, please reach out to me or anybody on the leadership team. We're happy to help you. Class fees and supplies. They are usually collected at the start of the new semester, and that's where we are now. So if you please check your class descriptions for your students, in that area you will find if there's a class fee, if there's supplies, and if so, you'll get the details on that. The way you will turn in your class fees, you can bring in cash, put it in an envelope, and make sure on your envelope for each class, it should be separate. Each class should have an envelope with the class name, the teacher's name, and your student's name. You'll want to do that for each and every one of your students. Unless it is specified on the class description that they take Cash App or Venmo or something like that. Just assume it's only cash and make sure that those fees get paid the first week or you make arrangements with the teacher ahead of time. Number three, attendance policy. We don't necessarily have an attendance policy, but we do ask that all of our students and parents are very courteous of our teachers. They have spent the time preparing for the lessons and preparing the supplies and materials for your student. So when you're not there, it does make a difference. Please let your teachers know in advance if you're going to be absent for one reason or another. We totally understand sickness, but outside of that, please make sure that you let them know in as far in advance as possible. Lunchtime. We have hot lunches available, which would be pizza or tacos. Miss Carolyn Drummond is in charge of all of our lunches, so please look her up on the Access website or on the Facebook page. We have our own Access Facebook page. You'll see all of her information on there, and she's amazing about posting ahead of time to let us know what we're ordering, how much it is, and she takes care of all of that. We also sell drinks and snacks at the cafe on Mondays and Tuesdays. If you decide that you'd like to purchase those, you do not have to do them in advance, but all of our transactions are done in cash only. So whether you're ordering your food or you're getting snacks and drinks, everything is done in cash only. So please be prepared for that. Number five, free play. We love for our kids to be free and have fun and play all over the playground. Parents, please make sure you keep an eye on them though. Crazy things happen, kids get hurt. So please make sure that if your kids are in grades 5 and under, you are outside with them before and after co-op or during the lunch period where they have about an hour to play. None of our 5th grade or under should be unsupervised, and none of our kids at all should be hanging out in front of the sanctuary in the driveway area or around the side where we drive through and park at the back. None of the kids should be playing in that area. We leave the paved parking lot open so the kids can play there and we can keep an eye on everybody. Classroom behavior is number 6. I know we're homeschoolers and we don't do classrooms, except for at co-op we do. So our teachers are background checked and vetted volunteers. They have chosen to pour into our kids. So we cannot allow a disrespectful or disruptive behavior in our classes. We want to provide a fun, engaging, safe environment for all of our students. So if you have a student that is challenged in that way or maybe has some specific needs, please talk to me or the teacher about you, the parent who knows their children the best, plugging into that class to help us better understand and help your student to have the best experience possible at Access. Once we get this clarified, we can get you in as a parent helper and make sure you're registered to be in the class. Which brings us to our next point, number 7, no adults in classes that they aren't registered for. So if you're a parent that's been hanging out in classes, we can't have you doing that. We need to have only the registered adults to be in the class. Otherwise, you can hang out in the cafe area or in the sanctuary foyer. Number 8, no students in classrooms unless they're registered to be in there. And then no students in classrooms like the portable or the sanctuary without an adult there as well. So if you are in between classes, students, this is for you. If you're in between classes and your teacher hasn't gotten in there yet, just leave your stuff in the class and step outside for a little bit and wait until your teacher gets there. It's better to be above reproach and have no questions asked of you. Number 9, visitors. We love for you to share your love for Access and to help your family and friends see and understand what we're doing here. So we'd love to have them, but if you're going to have a visitor at Access, please make sure you get them registered and checked in with Miss Carolyn at the cafe. She will give them a name tag that has their name on it as well as your family name so that we all know that they are connected to you. Now for some of the fun stuff. We have some changes, good changes. So Mondays, we will be starting at 9:20 now with a worship set by Miss Ellen Bennett. She has offered to do worship for us. We're super excited about that. So we're gonna have worship from 9:20 to 9:30. We'll jump into announcements at 9:30 and then dismiss like we usually do for first period right after. So if you're able to get there a little bit earlier, 9:15, 9:20, we would love to have you come and worship with us. Number 2, we've updated some classes. Number 1 is Spanish for preschool. Miss Nancy is going to be teaching that. We have life skills classes, which are going to start with communications that I will be teaching. Then we'll transition to journalism, which Miss Arissa will be teaching. And then we'll finish the year with a brand new class that just got added. It's called Scrabble Tournament Segment with Miss Dinah. And then Miss Laura's third period home ec class is now shifting gears from cooking to sewing. And then her fourth period cooking class is transitioning to puppet theater. So lots of really cool new classes this semester. I know a lot of our kids are super excited about that. And then on Tuesday, we also have an additional class, which is a Bible class that is going to be led by one of our South Lake Christian Church elders and a homeschool dad. It's an adult Bible class called Biblical Wisdom for the Homeschool Parent. How appropriate, right? So that'll be in first period in Portable 2. Now, throughout the semester, the spring semester, we have a lot of events. It's a busy time of year, and I'm just going to give you a quick overview, but you'll want to check the calendar for all the details on that. In January, we have International Day. In February, we have a Valentine's party for the little kids, and we have a dance for the older students. We also have a class called What to Expect When You're Homeschooling High School. That is a perfect intro to homeschooling high school for both the parent and the student. In March, we have Field Day and a very important meeting for all of our parents that plan to attend Access next year, the 2026-27 planning meeting. This is where we decide what classes will be taught and what events will be happening. And then in April, we have prom, we have the talent show, we have curriculum sale, we have Water Wars, and then we'll finish the year with our last event, which is promotion night, where 4 of our Access students will be walking across the stage one final time for their high school graduation. So that's a really big fun event that includes all of our students from a kindergarten graduation, which is adorable with their caps and gowns, all the way up to our seniors. If you have questions about that, please contact me. I will be sharing lots more information about that as we get closer. But I do want you guys to know that every single month we do have certain events. The 3 events I'm going to talk about are park days. We typically meet at Cherry Lake Park. You can check the calendar for those details. We do a mother-daughter Bible study once a month, and we also do a teen and tween girls book club once a month. You can get all the information on the Access website. Make sure you're checking it and you stay up to date on all the stuff that's on the calendar. We have lots of fun stuff and ways for everybody to connect. But until then, we will see you guys next week. I'm super excited about this new year.